Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 1 of our BASHIVA campaign. Let's get this party started, have some fun, and see what's cooking here in the Old East. So as far as our starting location goes, it looks like we're going to be starting in the Ogre Kingdom's realms up in the mountains there, so probably going to be fighting a lot of ogres out of the gates, which ironically isn't the best for the basic Tigermen since they are anti-infantry. However, the Ironclaw Tiger Warriors, the anti-large version, should be pretty okay there. So that's going to be the starting location, and we have Cathay obviously to the east of us, and we're going to have some very easy alliances with them, I would imagine, since we do have a bonus to our diplomatic relations with the western provinces. So what does BASHIVA do? Lords of Xiangyang can maintain a limited number of lords and Cathayan units. Tiger Court improves settlement infrastructure in Tiger Warriors, which is a mechanic we'll go over once we get in the game, but this is my first time playing through. I loaded in, I read the tooltips, but I haven't played past like turn 2 or 3. So we're going to be learning and discovering all these things together, which I personally feel is more fun. But yeah, we'll find out. Armies of Xiangyang as well allows access to Cathayan units and army improvements. So it looks like there's a bit of a balance between using the Tiger Warrior units of the Tiger Court and also having some Cathay influence in your army as well. Diplomatic relations with the Western provinces, upkeep for Tiger Warrior units is going to be minus 15%. Casualty replan for the Lord's army is going to be 10% more, and you get a melee defense and melee attack buff during ambushes, so the stinky cats. I don't know if BASHIVA does have Vanguard deployment, but I don't even know. I don't think she has stock, even though like when we looked at the campaign screen, she's like, I stalk in the shadows. I'm like, I don't know about that. We'll find out. Speed for the army is pretty great. Tiger Warriors are already very quick. You can see their speed is 44, so adding 10% to that is really good. And we do have the White Tiger buff as well, which is going to be buffing up the various Tiger Troopers. So that is that, guys. Let's get in. Starting army is going to be Ironclaw Tiger Warriors, 2 basic Tigermen, and then some basic Cathay units as well with Jade Warriors and some crossbows, which is good. So ideally, how I want to build my army this campaign is basically have a bunch of Tigers and artillery. So we're going to have artillery, which will lure them in, and then we'll just envelop them with the Tiger Infantry with like these flanks. And yeah, it's very fun because the Tiger Infantry do have the predatory or ferocious ambush here. So they do get devastating flankers. So if you can, catch people slipping and use a front line of Jade Warriors, for example, and then devastating flank, that's where you really shine. All right, guys, see you on the campaign map. Let's party. And so it begins. Here we are in turn 1, the path to victory, Claws of the White Tiger. As the forces of chaos swell once more, the White Tiger arises to meet them in battle. Patrolling Grand Cathay's western frontier, BASHIVA leads her company of Tiger Warriors in service of Zhao Ming, whose Iron Favor mechanic affords her the myriad of martial boons of the armies of Xiangyang. Okay. More than just flesh and steel are needed to face chaos, however. The Tiger Warriors' core beliefs and customs rooted in their Tiger Court holds the key to advancing many aspects of their warrior culture. To benefit from these powers, BASHIVA must reclaim the priceless relics of her people scattered throughout the world, bolstering herself in the struggle against the ruinous powers that scheme against her. Ooh, extra evil. Okay, so here we are. First quest is going to take down the Blood Gustlers up here, and let's go ahead and read all the mechanics and get all that going. So here's our tech tree. And of course, we have our military and our provinces. And there's going to be some unique tech for the Tigers that we will figure out over the course of this. Like, for example, the Mastery of Yang here, I believe, buffs the Tiger Infantry. Yes, okay, so it looks like they're kind of lumped in with the other Cathay Infantry there. Now, here is the Iron Favor. By garnering the favor of the Iron Dragon, the worthy may benefit from the military might of Xiangyang. Iron Favor is gained from from actions that please Zhao Ming, such as defeating certain armies, conquering strategically important settlements, or protecting Ivory Road caravans. Iron Favor enables access to unit upgrades from the armies of Xiangyang. So we can get this by achieving goals, caravan escorts, missions, and you can see there's a multitude of ways we can get this. We do also have the Hired Blade, so over the course of the campaign, BASHIVA is going to be ranking up here, so attain this rank by completing the following objective, get 200 Iron Favor, and each kind of tier of this is going to be unlocking another, more rewards, more benefits, and we just need to kind of follow this as we do go through. The other mechanic over here is going to be the Lost Relics, so time, hardship, and wayfaring have scattered the Tiger Warriors' treasured relics throughout the world, but to reclaim them is to reinforce the pillars of their great enduring warrior culture. Relics are gained by capturing marked settlements, so if you look right here, you can see this settlement is marked, and there is a juicy relic over there, as well as from Ivory Road and other events. Relics are used to devote in the Tiger Court, so we can spend them in our court, which is going to be opening up in a couple turns over here, and get various benefits from that. So pretty cool. Yeah, it should be fun, man. I have not played past like turn 2 or 3. Like I really just came in, read the basic tooltips. We're going to be having all that fun of discovery together. So BASHIVA looking pretty scary there. I mean, big cats are already scary, but give it blade arms, and that's going to be Struggle City. So we have the Desert Tigress here. So replenish campaign movement range after winning a battle, wound recovery time in ferocious ambush, Hidden Huntress is going to be giving the Hidden Huntress ability, and it's an upgraded version of that, which is pretty cool. So wow, even better. It gets armor this time. The basic one only does melee defense and speed. Justice, not vengeance, so casualties captured post-battle is going to be 20. We get leadership against the ogres, warriors of chaos, so pretty much all the bad guys. And we get melee attack against them as well. Here we have deadly and graceful, so physical resist for all our tiger units, which is great. Head of the tiger court, so we get more caravans, which is very, very strong, and allied recruitment capacity, which is going to be nice. We'll ally with Zhao Ming, for example, and we're going to be able to get some more goodies from him. And we get alliances with all the good guys, the Order Tide. That's really nice. And we do also have Stalkers of Excellence. So that gives us the stalking stance, and we want to get that ASAP because we get bonuses for ambushing. So that is Bashiva's tree, and we have the basic Tiger Warrior Infantry, which you guys have seen in my multiplayer battles, as well as a Claw Speaker of Beasts, unfortunately. Beast is all right, but I would have... Shadows is goated, and Life is better too. They're both just superior. So out of the gates, I am going to... So we have season trackers for campaign movement range for young characters, which is going to be, I think Bashiva is, I don't think they have harmony marks, the tigers. Looks like they don't, so that's not going to be as much of a priority. What we're going to do rather is just get the melee attack buff for our tiger infantry, and then get the missile strength as well, which I think are very, very safe bets. All right, so Shiva is going to be here. So we will give this character a new name. This will be Grumpy Cat. It's going to be Grumpy Cat. Yes, and we'll have Haggard cat names for all our cat characters. It's going to be a good time. So let's get in the army here. We're going to do that, and let's go ahead and set up a caravan. So Shangyan, and I wonder if we can see where there's relics by looking around here. If that's going to be something that's discoverable. So we're going to hire a caravan. Staunch traditionalist, so that's going to be tiger units and earthly character. I think we're going to do the Rishi. And now we can set up a caravan. So where do we want to go? Marienburg is always a juicy one. Yeah, and we can see here, so some of the caravans give you iron favor instead of gold. That is interesting. That is very interesting. And we do have some close by ones. I mean, obviously there's Shangyan there, the big capital city. That is kind of cool. So let's actually experiment with the iron favor and go to Altdorf. It is a 9 journey time though, so maybe we want to just chill for a turn. Let's actually fight our first battle, and then we're going to be deciding how that goes. All right, Bashiva is going to go engage here, and auto-resolve, no, I'm just kidding. We're going to fight. It's a tradition in Total War campaigns to fight that first battle. We'll see you on the battlefield, guys. Yeah, this starting army is pretty good, actually. All right, here we are, and we get very good positioning, actually. So we're going to use the halberds in the front. Yes, perfect. So let's do that. Outstanding. Crossbow's going to be, just behind them here. So we have a little bit of an awkward terrain feature here. Let's get our army all deployed down here. And here we go, and here we go. Outstanding. Bashiva is there. This cat can run with the main army. And then we have the 2 tiger warriors, which do not have stock, but we still probably want to have them on the wings so they can flank around. So let's get them in the control group of the main army. And the Ironclaw tiger warriors going to be really good against ogres. All right, let's do that. Bashiva and you guys can be up here. All right, so first things first, we want to get the high ground. So let's go up to the high ground here and make them suffer. We do see some scary boys coming over. So are they actually going to attack my tiger warriors here? I mean, I'm pretty sure we win that. Bashiva can maybe do, let's do that. Oh man, I was going to say, is it cats versus dogs? But yeah, no, we're going to do the buff on these guys. And Bashiva is going to do the hidden huntress on them too. All right, so we'll do a bunch of debuffs. Didn't expect that. That was kind of a aggressive play right there, but it is what it is. So Bashiva gets there. The Wissen's Wild Form gives us armor, so they're up to a decent amount of armor against those guys. And we should be all right. So from here, we could just start teeing off into the Ogre Bulls, looking good. And the Ironclaw Tigers, we want to have them not fighting Noblars. That's going to be one of the most important things. We only lost 1 unit there, actually. So that is actually quite good. The Halberds, let's halts. I don't know if we're going to get that bonus there, but we will see. Let's get the Clawman in there as well, pull you back. And we want to get the big guys into you guys. Kind of did screw that up a little bit. So you're going to retreat back, and you're going to come across. Hopefully the Tiger Warriors will be able to intercept those guys. Great, so crossbows are doing the work of the gods, and now we can turn about face, start shooting at these Ogre Bulls, and you're going to just run down these units here. I think Ogres are faster overall. I think they're a little bit quicker, and we do have Wissen's Wild Form. We can use that on the Halberds. Why the hell not? And down here, the Ironclaw Tiger Warriors with their anti-large should be able to get in the mix and crump them pretty quickly. First battles are obviously usually pretty easy, but yeah, we don't want to get you caught by this guy. He's actually, the ogre character is a tyrant, so he would bully us there. All right, so Bashiva's going to cruise. Pretty good crump there. I should have sent these guys packing. They took a lot of casualties, probably from the friendly fire from my arrows, but It is what it is. All right, let's shoot you guys down. BASHIVA and the Ironclaw Warriors now going to run across and finish the job on you. Cat can go fight you. Catman do. So there he goes. And you guys pull back. A little bit sloppy, but, you know, fun times. Fun times. All right, so let's go across. We're going to use the Hidden Huntress. BASHIVA is honestly an insane assassin character. Like, in multiplayer, when you know when an assassin character is good in multiplayer, that it's really good. And yeah, we're going to hunt this ogre down. And yeah, we want to do as much damage as we possibly can, obviously. So we're going to chase these guys down, and we will see you on the campaign map. All right, guys, easy money. So we do get Iron Favor just for fighting, too. We have Venerate, we have Captives, and we do have this. Okay, Venerate gives us a little bit of replen, which will help us keep our momentum, so we'll take that for now. And then we get the White Tiger's Calling. To serve as a Lord of Xiangyang is a sworn duty that permits no negligence beneath the exacting gaze of the Iron Dragon. Many ages after your people's fateful crossing from beyond the mountains of heaven, the Tiger Warriors have grown to proudly call the Empire's western frontier their home and a hunting ground. Fit for your vigil as the White Tiger. Yet that sacred duty bears a terrible burden, for yours is the prophetic charge that awakens only in times of great peril. Now such peril gathers upon the horizon, and your claw speakers warn of violent turmoil in the elemental winds. At their behest, you must seek out the long-lost artifacts of your people, scattered throughout the worlds. So lead Tiger Warriors to victory, you must occupy marked settlements containing relics. Okay, so pretty straightforward there, and we will, of course, explore that more as we go forward. We get a Forbidden Rod, which is a pretty freaking great item here. And BASHIVA, for now, can get the Biting Blade. Alright, so minor upgrades. Root Marcher is always a good staple to get first. And Replenish Troops out of the gates is a strong one indeed. And we do have some recruitment options. Yeah, Tiger Warriors there. That is a camp. So we need to go to Blood Peak. This is just a raiding camp here. And I think we can reach it. I think that we can. That'll probably just be an auto-resolve. Yeah, we're just going to auto that. Probably take more casualties than we would have liked, but not the most exciting battle. So we will just take a little bit of money since the replen is low there. And BASHIVA is going to be leveling up again. Now the question is, do I want to go down Blue Tree? Or I think I'm going to rush the basic buffs for Tiger Infantry just so they can become very good. We're going to get 2 of you guys. And yeah, and this is the Zhao Ming support. So we have a unique recruitment mechanic, which is Zhao Ming support. So they're going to be filling up basically as we do various things. Pretty cool. All right, so the Veil here, we have the Tiger stuff. Let's go ahead. Yes, Cathay does have the whole Harmony thing for its buildings, doesn't it? Yeah, like the Yin and... Oh, no, we don't have that for this faction. Great. I don't need to worry about that shit. That's so nice. I got to say, it's quite a perk. All right, so Cathay units. We can just go ahead and... Okay, so look at this. These are altars. So we have the pillars, and then we can... do the Hunter's Altar, but they would appear to be like a special thing. Yeah, you have to be in a bigger tier city. Okay, that's cool. So we have various altars. So the Hunter's Altar is control, corruption, and recruitment for Tiger Warriors. The Leader's Altar is control, more recruitment as well, and then corruption. Growth and upkeep for the local province. Here we have the White Tiger's Omen, which is growth, obviously very good. The Indish Altar is going to be income and research rate. Oh, damn, okay. And then we got income over there. So obviously we want a growth building out of the gates. Here we do have control. Okay, so the altars I assume will be something we'll figure out later. All right, so we have the caravan. Where does homie want to go? Gonna have to do a little bit of a far journey. We could do to the Frozen Landing, which is, how many turns? Only 6 turns. So we're gonna dispatch that and try and see what this money will get us for Iron Favor. This route will only yield Iron Favor in return for your protection. Yeah, let's try it. It's going to be fun. I want to see what that does. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next turn. Diplomacy, obviously, we want to get... we already start... Okay, we already start really homey with this guy, with Zhao Ming. And aside from that, I mean, becoming friends with dwarves is always good. But we'll be careful, because if they are occupying a settlement with our relics, we don't want to have to, like, then, you know, attack him to get the relics. So, all right, guys. Next turn. All right, so we have a caravan. Here, Spearman or Tiger Warrior Stalker. Probably Spearman would be a little bit better in that army. Just for a little bit of bolstering. And there's Rishi. Here's our boy. Oh, is he actually going to help us fight that fight? I think he might. That's really fortunate, actually. All right, so Claw Speaker Chat is leveled up. And the Dawnstone we can... No, it's equipped to BASHIVA, so all our gear is here. And let's get you. We need to start getting Flock of Doom. And Manscore Summons are also decent. All right, so we're just going to attack over here. And we should be able to unlock some of these mechanics soon. So it does say it's going to take down one of the Tiger Warriors. So we're going to go ahead and fight this because I do not want that to happen. We'll see you guys on the battlefield. All right, here we are. So Halberd's front and center. Obviously, you're going to get chewed up a little bit, but it is what it is. And we can recover once we get this city. So archers usually want to be a little bit deeper set. It's a big mistake to put them like really close to the front line, which I do all the time, by the way. We all make that mistake. So we're going to get BASHIVA in 2. Lion-O's going to be here, or Grumpy Cat. We're going to get 2 flanking forces, because obviously they want to be flanking. And we'll take you over here with these guys. All right, so they're ready to go. Maybe we keep you guys on the defense. It's like a counter-punching unit. Wissen's Wild Form should help them fight a little bit better against the Noblars and the ogres with armor. Okay, and you guys are in Group 3. GLHF, so let's move up. It's going to be tricky to get them in. Do they have lead belchers? They don't. BASHIVA does have the Hidden Huntress, and I don't have any spells that can really do a whole lot. Now, if I wanted to be really ratty, I would go all the way around. That'd be so funny to go all the way up here. That would actually be hilarious, but ain't nobody got time for that, you know? All right, let's get you in. You guys are going to creep around the shadows here. We're just going to kind of slow push up and get a little bit of an angle on the high ground of our own. Here we have Ogre Bull units. Great. And it looks like they are just going to come for it. So we're going to form ranks. We're going to pull you back a little bit. Let's get the crossbows right here. You guys charge right there. And we're going to do a overcasted Wissen's Wild Form right there. Didn't need to be overcasted, and then you guys move in. So that will give us some armor, and they're charging into halberds, which is good for us. You Tiger Warriors can chill behind these guys, and let's bring you guys into the flank. And BASHIVA is going to go ahead and use the Hidden Huntress on the Ogre Bulls here. Yeah, it looks fine. All right, so BASHIVA time. Let's get you guys in here. We want to get you guys on the Noblars, and you big boys can go right there, and then you're going to flank around and try and get into the missile units right there. And outstanding. All right, so all is going according to plan. We can pull in you guys on auxiliary to help out here, and the crossbows should be in control group 4 now. We're going to switch it up and do our thing. All right, so the Iron Clawed Shads are here. We want to get you guys on the Noblars, so those guys should get melted pretty bad. BASHIVA, obviously, assassinating the Lord would be fine, but BASHIVA's like what I would say a generalist, just kind of good at everything a little bit, and we'll keep chasing those Ogre Bulls down just to, get them off the field. All right, so the big dogs taking down the Ogre Bulls. The Noblars are here. We want to get you guys around the big dogs. They're cats. That's funny because it's one of the expressions. Oh my god, I forgot about my character. Jeez Louise. It's one of my expressions I use a lot, is like call things big dogs. So it's like, I'm gonna have to adjust that for this campaign. Hopefully my character gets away here. That was really sloppy there. If that character had died, I would just rage quit the campaign. I'd be like, I'm done. I give up. I'm done with Total War. We're done forever. All right, let's get these spears in there to help out a little bit. As long as our character gets away, it's fine. I mean, it's embarrassing, but we're only human here. All right, BASHIVA in the mix, crumping these guys. You guys get those Noblar flingers, cut them down. Ogre Lord is going to be next to pay the troll toll, and we can get our wizard back. He can Wissen's Wild Form on you guys. We can have you chase those, and I'm not going to be doing the Forbidden Rod, and now BASHIVA can come and finish off the enemy lord. So we're going to do the Hidden Huntress. Can't wait to get that freaking teleport ability, by the way. That is going to be a freaking game changer and a half. All right, so crossbows have done well, and of course this is their camp, so we don't need to worry too much about it, and that tyrant should be paying, not their camp, but their city, so they should be paying the iron price here. And I'm curious to see what's going to happen when we get that relic back. It's going to be kind of cool. All right, Lord taken down, and that is it. So we'll see you guys on the campaign map. All right, guys, battle is won. We get some iron favor, and okay, we can loot and occupy, but we're just going to occupy it. It's fine. All right, so Tiger Court is unlocked. Let's explore the hell out of this, yeah? All right. Tiger Court is now available. Thank you, I see that. Okay. The Tiger Court allows the Tiger Warriors to enhance their units, buildings, and other aspects. Okay, so it looks like we have a couple different options here. I think we can explore this ourselves. So we have the Way of 1,000 Gods, and it looks like here we have various devotion tiers. So we can devote a relic to a different one of these banners here. So physical resist for units, physical resist and global recruitment capacity. And then we get physical resist, melee defense, global recruitment capacity, and it unlocks the Way of 1,000 Gods oath. Cool, so we get a unique oath, and also improves the building chain. When no enemy characters are present in the region, your armies in the region are hidden for all foreign factions. Good for PvP, not probably that good against AI, but I mean, it's all right. Recruitment time in the region is reduced, and produces trade resources. Okay, so yeah, it's basically that. Pretty damn cool, and you can see you get a lot of global recruitment capacity. Your lines are going to be tankier. Not bad at all. Now, Prophecy of the White Tiger. Leadership for Tiger Warriors and Vigor Loss. Not as exciting, honestly. So we get leadership and vigor loss. Allegiance points gained. Okay, so this is the allegiance focus tree. And Tiger Warrior reinforcements will join all non-siege battles fought within the region. Again, that's more of like if you're losing, it's good, right? It's going to be reinforcing in your home regions, which I guess makes it really hard to attack you. You get more allegiance points, allied recruitment unit capacity. And yes, Tiger Warrior reinforcements will join all non-siege battles fought within the region. All right. It's a building chain, obviously. And then we have tier 5 devotion here. All right, so that one is all right. That's like allegiances and phys res. And then we have the teachings of Kamau. Kamiao. Oh, Kamiao, dude. That's the name. Armor piercing, weapon, and missile damage for all Tiger Warrior units. So that is going to... Oh, that's actually really good. Because that means our basic Tiger Warriors will be able to deal with armor. Whereas their armor piercing is a little bit on the lower side of things. So that's pretty badass, actually. Okay. Then we have level 2 devotion, more armor piercing, ambush success chance when in own territory, and speed during ambushes. And then you get armor piercing and charge bonus here. Unlocks the teachings of Kamau, oath. Okay. And we get a building chain which increases the provinces receive permanent stat bonuses. Okay. Speed during ambushes, more speed during ambushes, more ambush success chance when in own territory. So very defensive this faction is, huh? Personally, we get the Relentless Hunters for Tiger Warriors with dual axes, which is going to give them entities cannot die while it's active. I mean, that's not terrible. And unyielding assault for Tiger Warrior units. I mean, that's pretty goated. Yeah, but like the tertiary traits, I think I like Way of 1,000 Gods the most because we get global recruitment capacity and -2 turns for Tiger Warrior units. So we could just like instantly recruit armies in foreign territories. And we get disoriented on our Tiger Warrior units. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the Way of the 1,000 Gods. And here you can see we have our commandments of sorts. Okay. Oaths are currently locked. Okay, let's read what the oaths do before we make our decision. Immune to diplomatic penalties from trespassing. Enables replenishment in foreign territory. Super good. 1,000-fold stillness. Enables campaign ability for BASHIVA and the Tiger Warriors. Target enemy army in the local region is stripped of all spell resistance and casters in the army are silenced. That's not bad. For this one, we get the oaths here. We get stock for Tiger Warriors and Iron Reinforcement. So we can summon a Tiger Warrior unit. And then we get the White Tiger's Grace. Enables campaign ability, the White Tiger's Grace for BASHIVA's army. You get passive regeneration and battle healing cap. That's all right. I don't feel like healing them is super good. So we get stock for all our Tiger stuff. Replenishes 15% campaign movement range after winning a battle. That's really, really good. And then we do get enables campaign ability here. So that is going to be target enemy army in the local region receives a penalty to movement and enters winded. Okay, we're going to go for the Way of the 1,000 Gods. I just love the replenishment. I love the global recruitment. I think it's very good for aggressive play. So we're going to go ahead and devote the relic here. So we get Phys Res for the boys, and as we get more relics, we will unlock more evil cat schemes. All right, good stuff. So yeah, we went through it. We got the Blood Peak here. Let's get that leveled up, and probably a good idea to recruit some crossbows here. Although the building, we're limited. Okay. Unlock the armies of Shangyang to recruit that unit. So we're going to do this, and we're going to get some more tigers and pay an absolute fortune for that, which is going to suck, but it's okay. So sure aim for crossbows. Yeah, we want Lion-O's to be the menace. So we're going to invest in that. I think that's going to be good. And we will eventually get the other buffs as well. The global recruitment is really expensive. How much are we paying for that? Friggin' arm and a leg. Can we get some reinforcements from our boy Zhao? Maybe we save it right now and just do some standard recruitment and keep that momentum going. So the next territory is going to be the Firemouth. And do we see any more relics? Looking around for relic stuff. Yeah, I wonder if there's any relics like down here in the Cathay lands. I suppose it's going to give us like a quest and be like, hey, this is where you go. We don't quite have an alliance with you yet, but we will find out in due time, guys. Oh, is that a relic there? No, it's not. All right, guys. I think that's good for the turn. We can do growth or upkeep for local provinces, or we can do growth and casualty replenishment. And okay, we do have the harmony mechanic. I was wondering if we had that. So harmony yang and harmony yin. So we do need to bounce all that out. That was like actually one of the mechanics about Cathay I didn't enjoy. I was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. We'll do the upkeep and pass the turn. Right. So the White Tiger's duty. So the fate you have ordained for the first recovered relic sits ill with some, but all find solace in your reclaimed heritage. Hope is not lost while the White Tiger leads a tribe beneath the gaze of their savior god. Okay, so we get the Path of the White Tiger. We get campaign movement range. Well, okay, for 3 turns. And then we get upkeep, and we get some other buffs as well. So reveal nearby relics. Hell yeah. Oh, this is cool. Look at that. Okay. So we get a relic there. Does it reveal more to us, or just that one? All right, so now we just go get our relics. We have 1 relic here. Oh, and Zarna Grund has a relic also. Okay. So we got that. I mean, that really is a mechanic which I like. It's very much holding your hand. It's like, here, go over here, little buddy, and get this. But I'm like, I'm an Unga Bunga caveman on campaign. You know, I am down to party. So we can go ahead. That's going to be unlocking probably when we get a certain amount of iron favor, I would wager. So we'll keep that recruitment building in the city for now. And we're going to come boink you down here. And we get all that campaign movement range. And with some of the stuff that lets you get more movement after, it's pretty damn good. All right, if we don't take any losses here, let's see. We will probably just auto that, which is fine. Smell you later, nerd. We'll occupy this. And now we have the fire mouth. So what did we do here? Yeah, we need to get a different harmony building. So we will get peasants do... The filthy peasants mess with our control. Horsemen, it would be nice to get some horsemen, actually. And that does give us growth, too. Let's get the peasant building. I know the unwashed peasants are going to cause some public order issues, but it should be okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, so armies of Shangyang unlocked. Great. So we can do that now. We get the Gleaming Pendant, Control, and the Boner Road has been secured. All right, so commandments, we have income, recruitment, corruption, research rate, and control and growth, which is what we want. All right, so let's go look at the big dogs mechanic here. All right, so how do we want to do this? Shangyang's warlord or Zhao Ming's goals. So we get missions. Fight against Zhao Ming's enemies for 10 turns. Gain the bonus of iron favor by defeating armies belonging to the following race, Ogre Kingdoms. We also have capture the following settlement, which is going to be Gorger Rock, which obviously is a little shady because it pulls us into war with Grimgor. But if we can take Grimgor down before he confederates another orc, that could be good. And then we also have this one. Eliminate the following character, Gar. Gar is all the way down here at that gate. Okay, so we have some flexible options. I think what we'll do, and how long do we have to do these? Looks like it is, this mission is, if turns until this mission is refreshed, if not accepted by then. Interesting. So I think that probably Ogre Kingdoms. Who do we want to fight? We got dwarves down here. We have some Chunguses down there. I mean, Greasus would be one to bully, potentially. We're going to go ahead and do the recruit rank for the melee infantry since we are spamming those guys out. This is interesting. All right, so we'll decide on that. And then we can choose here. And it looks like our level system here we are the favored hunter right now. So attain this rank by completing the following objectives. Fulfill one of his goals. Attain additional insignias. And then recruit a total of 6 Jade Warrior units. Okay, so it wants us to get some Jade stuff too. He's like the homie wants to spread the love. All right, so we can increase these guys. It looks like okay, we can't get the more advanced units, but obviously we want to do this and probably attain. So armor piercing damage and gives a range on these guys. Outstanding, and we can increase army capacity here by spending our iron favor. All right, I don't hate that. So Jade Warriors, was it just Jade Warrior crossbows is the question that we can get there for him that he wanted. Yeah, our goal. So Jade Warrior units. So I think that the crossbows count, which is actually very good because that is something that we actually want to include in our army. Yeah, Jade Warrior crossbows. And hopefully that's the case. And we can go ahead and increase the capacity of those units. There we go. So that has been increased. And let's go see what we can do now. As we are sitting here, can we recruit more crossbows? We can. Great. So now we get even more crossbows. And when we recruit 6 of those, it will complete the first thing. So we're going to do that to make our tigers absolute menaces. Our next cat, I think we're going to name Snarf. You know, we got to do some Thundercats. I feel like Thundercats is great. And yes, we want to attain one of these too. All right. So enables the most sharp-eyed archer senses can improve. So range and armor piercing, yes. We'll get that. And, oh, interesting. Okay, so we got an insight. So one part of that is done. And we can get more and more range on those guys. So they're currently sitting at, oh, look at that. It's kind of like the scrap mechanic. Nice. You have insignias available to equip to the unit, which I assume we do during, or the battle? No, insignias here. Okay. So very much like the scrap. So we're going to assign to you. So it is 1 insignia you get there. Very neat. All right, what else does it want from me here? Does it want me to spend some more of that iron favor? Available missions, yes. So missions, while this goal is active, target armies provide 30 iron favor. Gain the iron favor by defeating Ogre Kingdom's armies. So we do see ogres over here, Chaos Dwarves, dwarves down here. There is an option where we go south, But since both my relics are up here, I think we just make that our goal, is to go take down Grimgor, which is going to be very difficult, but I think it's epic also. It'll be much more interesting. All right, so capture the following and occupy the following settlement, which is going to be Gorger Peak. We will accept the hell out of that. So let's go here, and we're going to do that. And can we just accept all of them? No, we cannot. Okay, that is fine. So we got a mission, guys. Should you choose to accept it, it's very dangerous. And no additional help coming in, or regiments are renowned, not at this point. And guys, we got our goals here. Should be quite a bit of fun. Very cool campaign so far. All right, guys, so we will fight the battle, and we're just going to auto-resolve that. It's just a haggard caravan fight. Should be pretty easy for the boys, and we can take the replenishment for now. Sitting on a good amount of money. In the provinces here, we can get some peasants. No, we don't have that building yet. We could get peasant archers, which don't appear to have any issues for us. So we're going to get a whole bunch of archers. And then when that is done, let's see what stances we have with this character. We have, yeah, in camp and a couple other ones. So probably would be best to get some movement. Look at the edge of the territory right here and see where it is. So that's ours. That's going to be ours. All the way up to there. Okay, so we're going to just hustle, do some recruitment. And yeah, we got our peasants coming out. We'll recruit a batch of them. The peasant horsemen will maybe come eventually, but for now, just get these guys. And I could get some Jade Warrior units too. I think I just want to max out on the Jade Warrior crossbows and the armies of Shangyang. We don't have the means to increase the cap, although we could buy another insignia. I think increasing the cap is better. And for Zhao's goals, we have some new stuff. So capture the following settle, the Veil of Woe. That's something that will happen eventually. I think we just chill out on that for now. Looks like this guy, we're going to do the cargo capacity, always a fun one to get. I don't know what the most optimal ones are, but that should be okay. Yeah, so this region, we obviously want to focus on this because we have 2 relics up here. Grimgor's army is small now. If we could catch him in the next few turns, catch him, that'd be pretty nice. And the Tiger Court, we can only use the stances once we get to level 3 devotion. Just making sure I'm not missing that. All right, guys, next turn's a-coming. All right, so fight the battle and keep moving forward, and let's do that. And we should be able to auto-resolve that too. We might eventually have to fight one of those fights now that our army's like super raggedy, but we'll see. All right, so for BASHIVA, we do have, okay, it's just trying to tell me I got stuff going on there. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you very much. Win conditions, by the way, we haven't talked about it. It is Grimgor, ogres, mountain eaters. So basically, we just got to punish all the ogres in the mountains, right? So having a full army of the anti-large cats is going to be very strong. We get Gambler's Armor. So Gambler's Armor we want to put on BASHIVA because BASHIVA is going to be more of a centerpiece that's kind of creeping up. And we do see the settlement got hammered by the orcs. I think we're happy to take fights now. And do we have any insignias? We do not. So there's Grimgor Chadhide. We're just going to take as much movement as possible. And oh, that's not Grimgor. That's another orc there. Okay, but you know, we gotta... Grimgor pops off. If you let him live, he goes pretty bananas. All right, and let's go ahead and do the sell value of the cargo. That caravan has seen better days. Hopefully they're through the worst of it here. Tribal holdfast, and yeah, we've gotten the peasant archers, so now we can delete that building. And BASHIVA is going to be attacking next turn. Any politics? Why are you not happy? What is there to be deteriorating about? I don't know.
Attention.
Jade custodians are here. I mean, any quick deals can be made. Yeah, we can do a little bit of trading with these guys. Yeah, I'm just making sure they're friends.
Cathay,
all right, so we're going to do that. Get trade going. And any other trade. Yes, and trade, and trade. It's a little bit of money. Not a whole lot, but, you know, every little bit matters. And I'm wondering if we get a second Tiger Warrior army already and just kind of start playing it like the frickin', like a Chaos faction, right? Where we're just straight unga bunga nonstop. Yeah, we'll see. All right, Confederation. So the Sons of the Mountain are gone. So eventually, once we secure the north here, we'll probably just come south. I mean... Maybe head into Zarnagrund. I don't know. I don't know how we want to play that. Do we want to go into the Darklands? Time will tell. So missile strength for infantry units is really good. I think we will do speed for all armies is amazing. Definitely great on our Tigers because we want them to be track stars, right? So from here we have a pretty easy little fight. This guy is in camp stance, and the Black Fangs garrison here is like fresh and small. So who are you fighting? Nobody really is going at it here, and we just get Grimgor's 4 territories. It's very straightforward, and that's going to be a nice settlement chain. And okay, another relic over there. That makes our pathing very easy. Like circle here, get the ogres, decide how we want to play against Zarnagruns, and go from there. All right, so Big Dog is here. I was looking to see if he was fighting anybody else, because if he was, we could lure them into war. Hopefully he stays within range of the garrison here. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to pull him in, so it's all right. We'll just auto-resolve that and take no casualties. And we will occupy you. And cool. So as far as buildings go, I mean, we just do like a growth building in this region. Usually you just want to get growth quickly while you can. All right, so capital buildings, we want to get the cannons 100%. And do we want to keep that jade building up? Yeah. We'll think about it. And we can also devote here, right? Yeah. We can get like the big epic buildings there. So White Tiger War Banner, White Tiger Omen, so growth and harmony. Research rate is pretty sweet. And then that is going to be trade tariffs. I think I want to get a little research rate here. So we will get the Indish Pillar. And down here we can get some trade materials. And eventually we can get this to unlock complete stage 2 of the armies of Shangyan. I mean, it does give us a Gate Master and some okay units. But I think there's better stuff we can get as long as we have the cats. Yeah, we need to get our cat building built in the capital city. So we're probably going to switch those buildings up and just resequence everything. All right, anything I want to grab? I can get some peasant spearmen in the meantime just to fill out our ranks. And yeah, how are we doing on harmony stuff? I guess we're all right. Yeah, harmony is -1, so we do need to be harmonious. We need to get a building of the other type. I always forget about that. That is something you need to remember. And we might need to get a second army back home just to keep the peace. Of course, we got to get a Tiger Warrior Sawai dog. I mean, the Dragon-Blooded Lords, though, are pretty goated. Maybe we get a Dragon-Blooded Yang Lord, actually. Corruption in the province is all right. No crazy good traits or anything. We're going to get you there. You're going to stay here and recruit up just a little something. And yeah, we probably want Tiger Warriors in the army for now. And that should keep that province from getting in trouble. And if we do get backstabbed by somebody else, we should be okay. All right, folks, I think that's a good spot to end the first episode. A solid 40 minutes or so. We'll be back with episode 2. Probably going to be daily, so you guys won't have to wait too long. But yeah, I probably missed some stuff, but it's fun learning with you guys. We got our quest. The Tiger Warriors are ready to party. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. By the way, if you enjoyed it, please do drop a like. It helps out a ton. I'm just kind of getting into my campaigns here, so it helps the old algo figure things out. But again, that is it for today. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you all on the other side.